Our top story at this hour, hazy skies, the fiery red sun and the smell of smoke caught the attention of residents from Maryland to New England in the United States. The air quality, it spiked to very unhealthy levels across the United States.
Yes, the cities there are choking on hazardous air across the Northeast as wildfire smoke from Canada poured into that region. Experts say that breathing smoke-filled air was equivalent to smoking 5 to 10 cigarettes. According to the data, pollution level in metropolitan city was highest among significant cities worldwide, even surpassing New Delhi. The wafting smoke from Canada scorched 9.4 million acres and forced 120,000 people from their homes in an unusually early and intense start to Canada's wildfire season.
As per AccuWeather, poor air quality is likely to persist into the weekend, with the developing storm system expected to shift the smoke westward across the Great Lakes and deeper south through the Ohio Valley and into the mid-Atlantic region. While some parts of New York City and Philadelphia reported code purple air quality, the Wilmington area in Delaware and Bridgeport reported a code red situation. Our next report gets you more details.
Hazy skies blanketed parts of the northeastern United States on Wednesday, and the air carried the smell and bitter taste of smoke from Canadian wildfires. Health officials issued air quality alerts in more than a dozen U.S. states. Authorities from Vermont down to South Carolina and as far west as Ohio and Kansas warned that fine matter in the atmosphere could exceed unhealthy levels and make breathing difficult for millions of residents.
This is not the time to be playing tennis or jogging or getting ready for a marathon.
Jack Caravanos is a clinical professor at New York University's School of Public Health.
The air quality index that everybody is quoting is comprised of some priority pollutants that EPA has been regulating for years. And the one that's dominating the index today is particulate matter. The key here is there's a lot of it, and it's continuous. It's not just one little inhalation of a smoke. It's a continuous exposure. And our bodies are not good at catching those very small particles. They go right through our nose, right into our respiratory system, and will be impacted.
New York City's skyline was washed a dull gray.
We had dangerously high levels of wildfire smoke from thousands of miles away. But this is an unprecedented. Our city and New Yorkers must take precaution.
Mayor Eric Adams urged residents stay inside, wear masks outdoors, and said the city's schools remained open, but that outdoor activities were being canceled, postponed, or moved inside.
These recommendations may change. This is a moving situation, and we will keep New Yorkers informed on any changes based on updated air quality conditions.
The smoke is crossing the U.S. northern border from Canada, where the wildfire season got off to an unusually early and intense start due to persistent warm and dry conditions. Canada is on track for its worst ever wildfire season.
People across the country are being affected. We're seeing vulnerable people at risk, outdoor events canceled, kids having to be kept inside at recess.
Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau on Wednesday thanked the country's firefighters battling the blazes and urged citizens to heed health warnings.
Please listen to your local health agencies about how to stay safe.
There are blazes in nearly all of Canada's provinces and territories, with Quebec the worst affected. Multiple fires were touched off by lightning strikes. The air quality in Canada's capital city of Ottawa remained in Category 10+, which Canada's Air Quality Health Index said was very high risk.
And our correspondent Susan Tehrani is in New York and sent us this report.
Speaking to reporters on Wednesday, Governor Kathy Hochul of New York called the worsening air quality in New York an emergency crisis. She also added, quote, people have to prepare for this over the long haul, noting that the poor air quality could last for days, at least until the end of the week, we are told. According to federal guidelines, poor air quality could have widespread effects on healthy individuals, let alone the elderly, children, not to mention those with respiratory and heart problems. The attendance rate for New York City public schools on Wednesday was around 84%. That number was 87% on Tuesday. Some schools have decided to go remote for the rest of the week. However, all schools have canceled outdoor activities like recess until at least Friday and further notice. Protests, concerts, outdoor sporting events have all been canceled in New York as well. The Federal Aviation Administration did lift a temporary ground stop on flights coming into New York's LaGuardia Airport. However, delays were expected at least a half hour. Same thing happened in cities like Philadelphia as well. Susan Terhwani reporting from New York for WION World is One.